What is up? Happy Undertaker Day!
What's up?
Undertaker Day. I know we don't have the overlay because there's gonna be a few that's gonna be joining, so it's something. I'm happy. I got EjPrime with me. He's hyped. Mervin Boyd, what is up? What is up, Jaden Evans? Yeah, I know MBDX and Jaden. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of haters when it comes to streams like this. I even got a dislike on the thank you taker that I've done a couple of like a video or two ago. Rest in peace. What is up, Carnage? What is up, Connor Burke? What is up, John L. Jackson? You're my man, Ortiz. What is up? 7 people here. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. 7 people. We should have 15 likes. Last time I checked, we had 7. Yo, what is up, Sports 24/7? What is up, everyone? Undertaker Day. Undertaker Day. The Phenom. Mal, did you? Yes, I did delete the fantasy. No, I did not delete fantasy football because we haven't started our league yet. But I'll let everyone know when that comes around. But we're not talking about baseball. We're not talking about any fantasy league. We're talking about the straight up Undertaker. What is up? What is up, Iverson Vlogs? What is up, Mason? Yeah, people can be very negative, but stay happy. Yeah, I'm always happy. 9 people in here. 9 people. The Undertaker. Oh, except the Lord of Darkness as your savior. We'll be talking about the Undertaker so much. We'll talk about a little bit of the last ride. We're going to talk about all his favorite matches. All of our favorite matches from him. We're going to talk about... we're going to talk about it all, people. Undertaker Day. Undertaker Day. Man. So yeah, Undertaker, Ministry of Undertaker is your idol. EJ will be right back because he said he has to get some other stuff done. But EJ and I have been watching wrestling for a long time. EJ, I'm trying to get him back into the field of things because he kind of left. I think the last WrestleMania, if I remember, we were at his house, and I think it was WrestleMania 24 was the last WrestleMania me and him saw together. And it was great. I can't believe he already gave it up. To be honest, Undertaker has been around for 30 years. So, but I will say this: like I said, if people say if it's the final hurrah, his final match with AJ Styles, that Boneyard match, that is a hell of a way to that is one hell of a goodbye.
Oh yeah, that was a legendary match.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. The American Badass Taker is the best. I'm not gonna deny that. I actually love that gimmick. I know a lot of people hated that gimmick, but I actually loved it. I love Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. My brothers is Mankind Hell in the Cell match. Yeah, Taker's been around for 35 years. Yes, 35 years. And then we're also going to talk about the biggest one that everybody here on the chat was talking about. Who will induct The Undertaker into the WWE Hall of Fame? A lot of you have said Vince. Some of you said Vince. A lot of you said Kane. I still don't know. I'm personally, to me, it's Undertaker's choice. Ministry of Darkness is Undertaker at his prime. Really? I don't think that was his prime. But shoot, thank God he became the American Badass. Brock Lesnar, LOL, psych. No, Mervin. Brock Lesnar. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about mostly Undertaker. So yeah, comment section already knows we're talking about straight up the Undertaker. We're gonna be talking about straight up all his matches. There will be no other excuse. It's all Undertaker here. Gong, gong, gong. Iverson Vlog says, "Oh, his matches with Shawn Michaels and Triple H." Yeah, you got to put them on there. I think Taker wants Brock or Shawn or Kane to induct him. I'm hoping it'll be Kane, maybe Shawn Michaels and Triple H. For me, it should be either Vince McMahon or Mick Foley, to be honest, to induct the Undertaker. I'm still mad about the streak. Yeah, we're all still mad about the streak. EJ, I think you know who broke the streak, right? Jesus, I hope you know.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock. Oh, God. Fully loaded 1999. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Let's talk about. Let's talk about in a little bit. Let's talk about the Last Ride documentary. Out of scale of 1 of 100, how would you rate it? EJ watched think only a few episodes, so I mean, just maybe like 1 or 2 episodes. Me, I've only watched like 3. I think I've only missed like 3. I think I only missed 2 and 4, but the fifth one made me cry. At a scale of 1 to 10, I would say, or 100. That was a really good, perfect documentary about the Undertaker and mostly all his career. All his career. I mean, just think about that, y'all. Just think about it. 35 years in the business. 35 years.
That's insane to be good that long, and just like it's so physical and stuff like that. It's amazing.
It's just gonna be really weird to like it's gonna be really weird not to see him. It's just weird. I wasn't a fan really. Maybe 50 of 100 was man. I liked the 5th episode the most. I think everybody can agree. I think the 5th episode was the best. He's an OG. Oh yeah, he is an OG. But like, to be honest though, I love it. I mean, there's so many stories. The most respected man out in the wrestling business. You could say Ric Flair can be respected. Sting can be respected. Undertaker is definitely high on that list. That's probably one of the most respected superstars ever in sports entertainment. Not just WWE, not just TNA, not just AEW, but just the wrestling business as a whole. He started wrestling in 85 and 86 and got the WWE in the 90s. David Flair, mind your damn business. What you looking at? LOL. Oh, I remember that. Top 3. Mervin, top 3 wrestlers of all time. Mervin, this is mostly, we're just talking about The Undertaker. Now, if you want to switch that question up, saying top 3 opponents in The Undertaker, we'll gladly talk about it. But we're not going to, I know it's a wrestling show, but we're not going to really talk about just our favorite wrestlers and whatnot. This is just all about the Phenom and all his careers and all the stuff and all the stuff that made us laugh, made us cry, just all of it that just made us, fans of what we are. Ric Flair is the GOAT, with Taker as a close second at least in my opinion. He was my number 1 wrestler of all time. Undertaker should be in somebody's top 5. Top 3 or top 5. This is my favorite day, Undertaker. So yeah, mark this date down. June 25th will probably be the days we'll talk about Undertaker. Taker was a god of wrestling, bro. I mean, he's in the top 3. Oh, top 3 wrestlers of all time. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. Since we talked about when D comes around, we're gonna talk about more of the documentary. But what I really want to get into, and I think we're gonna go around the horn. And I want the chat to literally think about this. Out of all the Undertaker gimmicks that he has done with that character, what is your top 5 favorite Undertaker gimmicks? I mean, like, from the Ministry of Darkness to the Lord of Darkness, the Phenom, whatever, the American Badass or whatever. I'm gonna let the chat have their say so, but EJ, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. Top 5 of your favorite gimmicks that the Undertaker, with just that character he's done. He's done a lot of them.
I haven't watched wrestling as long as you have, but there's 2 that come to mind. Of course, it's like the American Badass. I remember that when they had that draft, and Undertaker was taking first, and he was so pissed. That was a legendary clip. And the Phenom is like another one that I like so much. But those are really the 2 that I can go with.
So the Phenom and the American Badass. I do remember in 2002, Ric Flair chose the Undertaker as his first pick. And yeah, Taker was pissed off. I do remember that. Actually, my Randy Orton is the greatest of all time since Ric Flair introduced him to that. No, he's not. My favorite match from The Undertaker that I like, he took on Mick Foley inside the Hell in the Cell. We're going to be talking about that match, too. Carnage says Ministry is number 1. Number 2, The American Badass. Number 3, The Dead Man. The Dead Man, and the one on 96, number 4, and Big Evil, number 5. Jaden said Mohawk Undertaker. I think that's when Taker came back, when he took on, I think he took on Triple H, and then he took on Brock when he had the Mohawk. Then Ministry of Darkness, good God, the Lord of Darkness, Brothers of Destruction, the American Badass. Mason said mine is 5. 5 is okay. 5 is the Phenom. 4 is the Lord of Darkness. 3, Mark Callis in the Indies. 2, Ministry, and number 1, the American Badass. Okay. Carnage said the American Badass is my second favorite. Okay. Here's my top 5. Number 5 has to be Big Evil, and I'm talking about when he turned heel, like Big Evil Undertaker. I did love Big Evil. When he was feuding with Ric Flair, Stone Cold at the time, and The Rock. Like, I did love the heel persona of the biker Undertaker. So in my opinion, I really do like that. In my opinion, let me see. What is up, Shark Zone? What is up? Jaden Evans says I have a very weird taste in gimmicks. It's okay. Robbie Anderson, super fan, says, who cares about The Undertaker? He is old. It's about time he retired. We are talking about all his favorite moments and all his favorite things. And all of us care on this channel. We all care about The Undertaker. We love him. We respect him. You know what? Like I said, it did suck. But yeah, he had to retire. It did suck. He had to retire. And it does suck. But still, it is what it is. We're just happy, you know. Even when he retired, we were happy with it. So, also, let me wait a minute. I'm gonna miss Taker, man. I think we're all gonna miss him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts with that. I mean, it's the legendary The Undertaker. Mason, you didn't have to. You don't have to time him out. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. As long as they're not, being asinine with it. Oh my God, it seems like my moderators have already are on their warpath. You don't have to literally. Okay, so Elijah Washington, Shark Zone. Who else? Who deleted the comment? Timeout. Jesus Christ.
What is going on, dude?
They are like timing him out. Guys, it's okay. I'm not really tripping about if people disrespect The Undertaker. Like, God. All right. Wrestling will never be the same without The Undertaker. Okay. I'm 16 now. When I was like 5, I used to be scared of Taker and put a bag over my face for some reason. Jesus Christ. Bye Robbie. Wait, who cares about Taker? Because he retired. You show some respect to a legend. You won't be watching WWF if it wasn't for him. I do agree with that. EjPrime, you look half baked. Oh,
dude, I get that a lot, dude. Like when I was in college, a cop went up to my friend and told me that your friend looks super baked. He was like that always. Yeah.
Shark Zone, calm down. Yeah, I agree. Calm down. Since I was 5, I wanted to be just like the Ministry Undertaker. There would be no wrestling without Taker. Oh man.
Hey Malcolm, I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that Taker retired at the right time, or should he have done it a little bit earlier, just because of how long he's been in the career and like how physical sport and like stuff?
I would say, to answer that question, I would say that with Undertaker retiring, to be honest, I actually think, in my opinion, at first I thought he was gonna retire when he lost the streak to Brock Lesnar. That's when I literally said, yeah, I think that was his final match. But But the way how he carried, I mean, think about it. He did have a good match the following year after WrestleMania, and that was against none other than nobody other than Bray Wyatt, which was a decent match. And the one with Roman Reigns, I literally thought that was it. But apparently everybody didn't like it. If you watch the documentary, he talks about it. But the way how he ended it with AJ Styles, him riding to the sunset, is actually poetic justice of how his career could have ended. I mean, there's nothing else more to say about it, though. And that's just me. Malk, you think Taker is stay away from WWE now that Undertaker is literally just he's just going to enjoy his retirement. I mean, he enjoys it. He deserves it. Let me read some of these. Spotlight is working. No, Spotlight will be. He's in a meeting. He'll probably pop in around like maybe 8 o'clock or 8:30. I love his career, but honestly, Brock ending the streak was some bullshit. I do agree with that. Having Brock beat the streak was a bunch of bullshit, but unfortunately, that bullshit still flows with today. And it wasn't even that interesting of a match. Losing to Roman was stupid as hell too. Him losing to Roman, I kind of justify it a little bit because it was like a way of passing of the torch a little bit, just a tad bit. That's the way Taker wanted it. Do you think Taker will come back once in a while to surprise fans in that? I think he will. Surprise some fans here and there. What is up, Prince Sean? A plated bullet indeed. Do you think you should have retired? Do you think he should have retired at Crown Jewel, like say SmackDown, or you think going to Last Ride made much more sense? The Last Ride documentary, it does talk about, his whole entire his career, because there's still more to it. What is up, Key in the building? Got 13 people here. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. But yeah, I mean, Undertaker, I'm a fan of the Phenom. I think we all are, but I've also meant to say this too. Let me finish. I think I said Big Evil was number 5. Number 4, Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. I wasn't a huge... I mean, I liked it, but I don't know. It's just like booing Undertaker it just doesn't feel right. Undertaker being a heel just doesn't feel right to me. It really don't. I mean, well, Big Evil, it made sense because he was himself. Number 3 would have to be the American. Actually, no. Number 3 has to be when he came back, the Return of the Dead Man. I love that. That's number 3. Number 2, the American Badass, and number 1 gotta be, in my opinion, it's a tie between Purple Glove Undertaker and a tie between the Lord of Darkness Undertaker. Like, Purple Glove Undertaker, he was still with Paul Bearer. That was the Purple Gloves. And then Lord of Darkness, Paul Bearer turns his back on Taker. I don't know, it's a tie between those two because Taker pulled off some hell of matches, even back right from the 90s. Sure, let's move on from Robbie. And I would have remake that theme instead of the one in 04. Ministry Taker's theme was nice and it did fit the character. It's just that, I mean, I just don't know. Undertaker just as a heel, I don't know. I mean, he was good heel in Ministry of Darkness. He was kidnapping women. He was crucifying people. He was with Vince McMahon, the higher power. God, that freaking storyline. Okay, Taker said SmackDown is home, so he might work on the SmackDown side. What if he's the general manager? I don't know. Personally, for me, I just think The Undertaker should just stay just retired. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. There's like nothing else you could do to me. I mean, if Taker wants to be like behind the scenes and whatnot, he can. He's damn near welcome to it. Yes, he did satanic rituals and human sacrifice. I remember that. Malc, you know Taker was injured in '99 when he faced The Rock in the casket match because he injured his groin. That's why he was written off. I heard. Yeah, I do remember that. Him getting injured his groin. What's another? God, I can't think of it right now. Wait a minute, let me read this. Maybe Undertaker manages no, Undertaker should not manage a stable. He tried to murder Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, he tried to embalm him. I remember that. You remember like when he tried to embalm Stone Cold Steve Austin on live TV? That's not the only thing he has done to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I remember on a SmackDown, I watched this before we got on live, and that was when The Undertaker had a chain wrapped around Stone Cold's neck and threw him in through a plate glass window. And then Stone Cold, who has glass in his eye, mind you, bleeding from the eye, Undertaker comes from like the freaking I don't know, like the paramedic, and just beats the crap out of Stone Cold while he had glass in his eye. I was like, damn. Maybe he could. Okay, I read that. He would be great creating matches, but I do agree with you there. Oh yeah, he almost did kill Austin. Remember when Taker? He wasn't sacrificing Stephanie. He was trying to marry Stephanie as an unholy wedlock. He didn't try to sacrifice Stephanie. Remember when Undertaker had Paul Bearer? I remember when Taker broke into Paul Bearer's house and beat the living shit out of him in his own house. And just the way, I gotta give Paul Bearer credit, rest in peace, for him to literally get those punches out was really, really great. Paul Bearer can sell those punches. Alright, let me read some more comments. It's show behind the scenes clip of that. He's good at creative, so why not? Can you see Taker as a writer for WWE? I don't know. I can see it a little bit. Maybe. I would have Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool, induct him into the Hall of Fame. I think it would make sense, but someone else can do it too. I meant Mary, I forgot. I love his casket and Inferno matches. Was the Inferno match created because of Taker? No, the Inferno match was created in Kane. If you it's on YouTube. There's a promo video where Paul Bearer makes a promo saying he had a dream. But okay, let me try to get Paul Bearer's voice. I had a dream that the ring was surrounded by fire. Undertaker, step into my dream. Face your brother one more time. The only way for to win this match is that you or your brother will have to catch fire. I was like, the Towering Inferno! Yeah, the first ever Inferno match was good, and personally to me, I think that was the best out of them all. Out of all Undertaker's casket matches, though, I think the best one, in my opinion, have to have been the one when he took on either Yokozuna or Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble. Those matches were actually pretty good. All right, I'm a little bit far behind on some of these comments. Your top 3 Undertaker favorite theme songs from The Undertaker. Number 1 will always be the guitar solo when he was Big Evil. Number 2, the original, the one with the Druid singing the speech, and then you hear the Undertaker's music. And number 3 would have to be the Rollin' one, obviously. Remember Undertaker burned the teddy bear and gave it to Vince? I remember that. I think this will be much more easier for me to show these comments here. So, The only 3 guys I will have Taker be inducted into Hall of Fame: 1 Vince, 2 Foley, or 3 Jim Johnson. Vince and Foley. I don't think Jim Johnson would do it. Okay, let me see this. I didn't like his cinematic matches, but I don't those matches anyway. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, 3 guys I have. 3 guys I have inducting Taker is Kane, Shawn, or Brock. Kane, Shawn, or Brock. That's a very interesting choice. Kane is coming. Kane is coming. Oh, Shawn. Yeah. Okay, HBK. Bro, that was the best voice. Thank you. He's alive! Kane is alive, Undertaker! Your brother Kane is coming! Okay, your brother's alive, Undertaker. Okay. The Undertaker make Hell in the Cell. That's why it's so popular. The first... Oh my god, those first 2. That was an interesting voice. Undertaker versus Mark. Undertaker versus Mark Henry was okay, but it's not... I wouldn't say it's the best casket match of all time. And plus it was very, very decisive. You really think Mark Henry was going to beat the streak at WrestleMania 22? Hell no. Undertaker versus Kurt Angle is one of my favorite matches. I think you're talking about the one in Survivor Series 2001. No, I'm just kidding. You're talking about the one from No Way Out 2006. That match was gold. That match was really, really gold. I literally thought in my head, well, Rey Mysterio did win the Rumble, and I was like, okay, they make Rey Mysterio beat the Undertaker. Oh my god, the Smarks would low-key hate it. Okay. My favorite Taker themes are number 1, The Ministry, 2, Big Evil, 3, 96 theme. Okay. Limp Bizkit. My Way on the Highway is what I think the badass theme was called. You're thinking about Limp Bizkit. You're right. It was called Limp Bizkit's My Way. That was the theme for WrestleMania 17. Undertaker should manage EjPrime and GangGreenDavid the Ministry. Oh my god. That's funny. That is funny.
Oh yeah.
That is funny. Oh my god, that is funny. Dartman said the Undertaker and Stephanie had a video on... Oh my god, Jesus. That is hilarious. What did Dartman say? I don't know. Like I said, like, once stuff has been in there, like, it is there. Okay, here's one. Undertaker versus Diesel. WrestleMania 12, if I'm correct. Or was it... Yeah, it was WrestleMania 12. That match was really, really good. That was really, really good. I didn't mind it. I did not mind that at all. Next, also, I love Edge versus Taker at WrestleMania 24. John L. Jackson also said, what about Undertaker versus Edge? This is I'm going to let EJ take control of this one, because this is the one when me and him watched at EJ's house. We watched that match live.
Yeah, that has to be one of my favorite matches. I mean, I like the little rivalry that Edge and Undertaker had. Like, what do you think about that match? Do you think it's like in the top 10 of his matches?
The best top 10, well, top 10 of his matches, him and Edge would probably be top 10. Feud-wise, definitely in the top 10. But the thing about it was, about with The Undertaker, to me, when Edge, I'm not going to lie, I literally thought in my mind that Edge was going to beat the streak. I was fearing that Edge was going to beat it. And I was like, okay, Edge has been getting over The Undertaker. I mean, can Taker win? And that's how I kept on feeling. This is a question for EJ. What was your best Taker moment as a kid?
I think what I said earlier, one of them has to be like him getting mad about being drafted first by Ric Flair, and then I like him going after Teddy at the limo. That was a nice one too.
Yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about. When Teddy Long in the limo.
Yeah, that one was funny.
That was funny, but it also kind of scared me a little bit too, because you got to think about it. It would have been really more scary if you would have saw hands reaching out for Teddy in that limo. I would have been really freaking out. Oh my god! Buckle up, Teddy. Oh my god. All right. My top matches. All right, my top matches are First Blood with Stone Cold, two Hell in the Cell. The first one with Brock. Oh my god, that match. Oh my god, that match. Woo! Brock and Taker, Hell in the Cell. The first one, yeah. No Mercy 2002. Watch that match. That match was that match was sick. I thought Undertaker was going to die in that match. Literally. Did you see how like when he got hit with the steps, it looked like there was a big hole on his head. I'm like, oh, that match was bloody. I think Taker was bleeding all over the damn ring. My question, not trying to get off topic, but why don't they use Jerry the King Lawler anymore? I mean, Samoa Joe is kind of better in commentary. Yeah, I heard the Great American Bash is coming back. Edge is kind of a man wrestler. He's man. Whoa! I don't agree with that one, Jaden. No. Yeah, bro, the Bash is coming back. Okay. What is up? What is up, Damian Estrada? I walked out to Undertaker's theme song when I graduated last year, Malc. That is awesome. Hey, Damian, what's good? Hey, right? Okay. What did Dart Man do? He was my friend. Your friend Dart Man say something, that Taker and them did something, but, yeah, Mason can screenshot it. I don't know if you have a Snapchat or not, but, when SmackDown has their anniversary shows, do you think we're getting the parents from the Undertaker? I'm pretty sure. I don't think. Okay, the actual parent. I don't even know if Undertaker's actual parents were still alive. I really don't know. Okay, let's see. Wait, let's see. Yeah, sure. This is the reason. One of the reasons why. This is one of the reasons. Okay. When I was a kid, Taker did moves what new wrestlers is doing. Now I remember watching Undertaker doing the suicide dive to Shawn at the Hell in the Cell 98. They fought in 97. Lawler got suspended because he started beating his wife and he put Jesus Christ. Really, Jerry? Okay. For graduation, I walked out to Edge or Taker's Metallica theme. I think your graduation rock out to Edge's. Hey, did y'all hear about the Undertaker saying that the matches he had with former WWE superstars has a negative troll on his career? I mean, to be honest, a lot of people say, a lot of people could say there has been some Undertaker matches that were not so hot and some feuds that weren't so hot. Does anybody remember Undertaker versus Luther Reigns? Undertaker versus Heidenreich? Oh, Heidenreich. Oh, Jesus. Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar with that cast on his hand. Yeah, I remember that. Like they made like the cast like a loaded weapon, and like every time when Taker was beating the crap out of someone, blood, people would be bleeding. I'm like, that's a very cartoonish. That's a very cartoonish cast. Um, don't mention the moment. Speaking of which, there's another one that I'm kind of shocked a lot of you haven't said yet. What about Randy Orton and the Undertaker? I mean, come on, that feud, that feud, that feud. I mean, say what you will about Randy Orton, say what you will about the man, but my God. Okay. Yeah, Undertaker did have a theme with Metallica. I remember when Undertaker first debuted at Survivor Series 1990. I think it was 1990. Was it 1990 or 1991? I don't remember the year, but I think it was between like the early 90s. Mike, how you feel about Taker come out to Metallica when he faced AJ Styles at WrestleMania? Loved it. Yes, Randy Orton versus Undertaker feud was my favorite. That was a feud. That was a damn good feud. Like, seriously. Like, how can you not literally not talk about that? Orton almost killed Taker. Yeah, I remember with Eddie Guerrero driving like Eddie's oh my God, I'm trying to think, the lowrider onto the back. I remember that. Brother Love. Oh God, Brother Love. I also loved Undertaker versus the Great Khali feud. That was okay. I mean, it was decent. I mean, but the Great Khali could, he's so tall. It's so much that Taker could do. I think the best match they had was the Last Man Standing match.
Malcolm, how do you
That
feel
was like
about
the best man.
him versus Triple H?
Him who? Undertaker and Triple H. Oh yeah. What about this? I was watching. Oh my God, yeah, I remember when American Bash. I still don't understand why Undertaker pulled the lever. Yeah, he literally pulled the lever, and then like cement kept on falling down onto Paul Bearer. That was and that was the only way to cut Paul Bearer off of TV. That's just so weird. Undertaker versus Randy Orton is an underrated feud, but it makes sense when Orton won at Survivor Series '05 and Taker returned. Elijah Washington gonna have to play teacher again. He beat Undertaker at SummerSlam, and then both the Ortons beat Undertaker again at No Mercy. Then Taker came back at Survivor Series with a full beard, I believe, and then Taz had the best call of the night. The best call of the night. I don't even know if Dartman is subscribed to the channel, but I don't really care about that. I remember when Undertaker versus Big Show at the Great American Bash, and Show was crying and was scared to death in the prison match. I don't know if EJ can remember this, but that match happened in Indianapolis, Indiana. The Pujami prison match. The first ever Pujami prison match held in Indianapolis, Indiana. But there was another match that was held in Indianapolis for the first time. The first ever Buried Alive match between The Undertaker and Mankind. That also happened in Indy. Like I said, people don't give Indianapolis a lot of wrestling history, but Indiana has had a lot of moments with WWE. A lot of great moments. The Shield, the Buried Alive match, like I mentioned. The unfortunate Pujami prison match. We did get a Hell in a Cell between Edge and Taker. Yeah, I mean, Indianapolis, and then we had WrestleMania 8 at in Indy. I remember that. Okay, let me read another. I love Undertaker versus Batista. Yes. Yes. Taker and Batista was just, it was phenomenal. Freaking wonderful. That is like literally the best. That was the feud. Can't wait for the merch. Hashtag it's a good book. What's up, Keith? Taker and Giant Gonzalez. You know, I'm gonna let the chat decide. What was the worst for Taker, the Great Khali or Giant Gonzalez? You guys be the judge. Khali was too dangerous of a wrestler. He was just so stiff. I mean, he was 7'4"? He was just so stiff. He was like Debo. Remember when Debo was a wrestler? He was stiff too. Like, Debo was stiff. Undertaker and Brock starting at Raw 2015. Wait a minute. 2015. Crap, I can't even find it. Okay, there it is. And they was fighting. Brock was, I'm going to kill you. You're going to have to. I remember that. That was amazing. I wonder what Undertaker's thoughts on what was supposed to be feud with Muhammad Ahsan storyline if 9/11 didn't happen. Oh, here's the thing. UPN wanted that character off television because they did not like the character. I don't blame them, and we were still going forward in 2004 or 2004 or 2005. I don't know what year, but it was literally at the time where the war was really at that point. We were in the middle. And for them to have the Muhammad Ahsan gimmick, oh my god. I think Muhammad Ahsan now is a teacher last time I heard. Dang, he got EJ, you remember that when he got last ride off the stage?
Yeah, classic.
God, I thought he was dead. I thought Muhammad Ahsan was dead, but apparently, I remember on SmackDown, they said that Muhammad Ahsan had his skull was cracked open. I'm like, so the Undertaker killed somebody. Okay. The Great Khali. My favorite, Keith said my favorite was Taker versus Triple H with HBK as the ref. The end of an era Hell in a Cell match was a damn good match. I was the only one going for the Undertaker at the party, unfortunately. Undertaker on SmackDown was the main guy with Batista, but Taker was the only guy feuding with a lot of new guys. He was still getting title shots because of Teddy Long. Like, Teddy Long, that was his trump card. Like, remember that, EJ, like this? It's gonna be you, MVP, one-on-one with The Undertaker! I'm like, dude. Khali was better. And didn't Khali beat Taker? I might be wrong. He did beat Taker, Judgment Day. Greatest Taker WrestleMania match for me is it's Shawn versus him or Taker versus Punk. Taker versus Punk, I like the story. The match was okay. I just like the story. What about The Undertaker and The Rock? I mean, there's barely Rock and Undertaker matches, but I think their best match that they had still to me is King of the Ring 99. That was probably their best match to me. The world title would have looked great on Ahsan. It would have been weird if Ahsan was world champion. Y'all do know Khali is still alive, right? Yeah, we know he's still alive, but we're just saying he was just so stiff in the ring. To me, he was stiff. He can only work well with like maybe people who could work around him, Batista and Undertaker. Ray, oh my god, no. Okay, anyway. Muhammad Ahsan was SmackDown's better version. Jinder Mahal, he could fight. He can be a world champion, underrated star. Damian, no, he's a wrestling teacher in Indy. Undertaker versus Ric Flair was awesome. No DQ, and that Arn Anderson spine buster, perfect on Taker. I will agree with that one. That was a damn good match. Undertaker bust open Ric Flair, and I think probably one of my favorite favorite moments of that match is when Ric Flair puts on the figure 4 leg lock, and out of the blue, Undertaker just sits up, and the way Ric Flair looked was priceless. Go look at that match again, because like when Ric Flair puts like the figure 4 on him, and Taker just literally sits up and with those eyes, and then just grabs Ric Flair by the throat. I'm like, oh snap! I'm like, Taker went back to dead man gimmick already. Did y'all hear that Edge is pissed that Brock broke the streak instead of him? I will agree. Brock should have not broke it. Personally, to me, I think the rumor has there were so many people that were supposed to break the streak. Edge was one of them, but Edge said no. But Edge said no because of respect. Randy Orton was supposed to beat the streak, but due to respect of the Taker, he said no. And also WWE, put him in sensitive training because Randy Orton, a very young Randy Orton. I think also someone said Batista, but Batista said no. There was a lot of people who said no to breaking that streak. But when it came to but I don't know why Undertaker agreed that Brock should have beat it, but I don't know. Randy said no. Yeah, Randy said no. Edge said no. Batista said no. Who else Taker had fought? Shawn, a lot of people said that Shawn should have broke it. I'm gonna let EJ take over this. I think me and him talked about this before. I think EJ said that Shawn should have won the first one at Mania 25.
I mean, the history that they had, didn't they go like back to back and stuff like that?
They went back to back, WrestleMania 25 then WrestleMania 26.
You should have probably won one of those.
I mean, 26, I really didn't want Shawn. I didn't really want Shawn to lose that match. But you knew the writing was on the wall. At least Shawn went out like a boss, slapping the Undertaker. That one last act of defiance. But that's just Shawn Michaels. Edge said that a 4-time WWE champion should have broke it. Yeah, CM Punk said no too. CM Punk did say no of breaking the streak. Dartman's calling me a traitor for not backing him up. But at the same time, how can you call someone a traitor when you're just literally on here saying that Sasha Banks did this, Undertaker did this, Undertaker did that, Stone Cold did that, when that's completely and utter false. So Shark Zone, man, nah. Dartman's probably immature. That's just me. Taker wanted Brock to win because they're good friends. Good. I remember playing Beat the Streak mode in 2K14. Okay, I remember playing that. And I'm going to say this right now. Try to beat the streak with Diesel or King Kong Bundy was a freaking chore. God, why did John Cena break Undertaker's streak? Why didn't Cena break Undertaker's streak? Oh, God. I'm sorry I'm quiet because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I literally thought in my mind that they were gonna do John Cena versus Undertaker, and I literally thought that John Cena was gonna be the one to take the streak from Taker. I will say this: if that would have happened, John Cena would probably be the most hated man. I mean, I know a lot of people hate John Cena. Like, I get it. I understand why people hate John Cena. But I think even all of you have to agree. If Cena would have beaten the streak, Cena would have been the most despised, the most hated, he would be getting death threats. He would literally be the most despised man to break the streak. You thought Brock was bad if Cena would have did it? Oh boy, if Cena would have did it. If Cena is going to respect for the Undertaker. I mean, they did fight at WrestleMania, which was the match was bad, but hell, at least Cena got his ass kicked. Austin should have broke the streak. Austin, I hate John Cena already. Yeah, John Cena would have been. I think the word I'm looking for here, he would have been the most despised wrestler. The most despised wrestler to break the streak, the most despised wrestler in WWE history, and to make matters even more worse, here's another. He would have been more despised than Chris Benoit. There, I said it. Cena would have been the most despised wrestler alive if it was him breaking the streak. What if Daniel Bryan broke the streak? Then that's when I have to draw the line with Daniel Bryan. I mean, yes, WrestleMania 30 was a moment. WrestleMania 31 was a moment. But if Daniel Bryan was going to be the one, A, it would have been too early, and B, hell no. Oh my God, no. The Smarkers will literally be jerking themselves to sleep if that was to happen. So no. Sorry, John L. Jackson, but no. Austin would have. Cena's a talented wrestler. I wish he'd go back to the Thugonomics gimmick. Maybe. Malcolm broke kayfabe. I am breaking the fourth wall. Sorry. What if James Ellsworth broke the streak? Or Hornswoggle? Jesus. Batista should have beaten the streak. Maybe. EJ, what you think? Batista could have done it? Beaten the streak?
He could have, yeah. I feel like he could have.
Damn it, if Finn Balor broke the streak. Okay, here's the problem with this. I mean, Taker at that time, his body was giving up on him. Finn is way too fast. I'm not saying that Finn is a bad worker. Hell no. Finn is not a bad worker. First off, Finn would have to go demon and do it. And second, if Finn Balor would have joined WWE a long time ago before Ring of Honor, hell, even before New Japan, then I can see your argument. But no, I don't think Finn would have did it. And then also that would have been another internet meme thing too with Finn Balor. You know, I see the wrestling community, you know, they say that Finn Balor is just a vanilla midget. That's just... Yeah. What if it was The Fiend? Bray Wyatt, the original? I thought Bray Wyatt could have been one. Taker's last match should be with Aleister. Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart is an interesting choice. I mean, but no. Bret is no. No one more match. Randy Orton beat versus Undertaker. I don't think Taker's ever... If Taker does wrestle one more match, it has to be a cinematic. It has to be like a movie-based form. It worked with AJ Styles. I think that it will be the best way for Undertaker in his matches from here on out. We talked about the streaks. What about matches? A lot of you have said Hell in a Cell. What about Kane? Kane. Michelle McCool should have beaten the streak instead of Brock. You guys are hilarious. What if... Ooh! EJ, what would you think about this? What if China broke it?
I'm not sure what you think.
I'm gonna say this. And a lot of people don't know this, but China was supposed to be WWE champion at SummerSlam 1999. Yep. But anyway, it would have been funny if James Ellsworth broke the streak. No, it wouldn't. It would be terrible. What about Mae Young? Oh, Jesus. Nikki Bella? Hell no. And let Triple H write it because Vince will screw it up. If Taker would get a chance to fight Sting, do you think he could break the streak? If the streak was still intact and Sting was in WWE, I wouldn't mind if Sting broke it. But there's only one problem. Vince wouldn't let it. Vince would not like it one freaking bit because um he's not gonna have a WCW guy beat a WWF guy, a WWE guy. I think we've literally established this with Vince over the past after he bought WCW. I love Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker Hell in the Cell in 2003 and 2015. I like the 0-3-1 match a little bit better. Should Sting break it? Sting, if it was King Corbin, hell no. But my favorite Taker match ever is Kurt versus Taker. Kurt versus Taker was very good, very underrated, a very underrated match. I gotta watch that whole entire card. Again, I do remember Undertaker speaking was one. I mean, Goldberg is from WCW. He beat Wyatt. Yeah, true. But Iverson Vlogs, what I'm talking about is like a WCW guy beating a guy from the WWF from the Attitude Era. So, like, if Goldberg was to take on The Undertaker, which they did, and that match sucked, Taker won. If it was Triple H versus Goldberg, now, yeah, you can admit, oh, but Goldberg beat Taker at Unforgiven. Yeah, he did. But there's one problem with that thinking. Goldberg was supposed to walk out of SummerSlam 2003 with the title, not Triple H. Rewatch that match. I love SummerSlam 2003. I put it as one of my top favorite SummerSlams. Maybe top 5, top 10. But the Elimination Chamber match is what killed it. I mean, Goldberg, everybody was expecting Goldberg to win that match. But no. They kept the belt on Triple H. And Triple H was working injured that match. He had a messed up back. Jesus Christ. I hate Undertaker versus Goldberg. Yeah, EJ. I don't know. I'll let you borrow my account, but Jesus Christ, if you watch that match, you would be angry, very, very angry. Like Goldberg almost killed the Undertaker, literally. Triple H versus Karrion Kross last match. Vince. Taker versus Drew McIntyre. Michael Cole. What's up, Shark Zone? Best Undertaker match promo of all time. Ooh. Promo. Promo. We're gonna have to get back on that one. That match sucked, but we got the dream match. Oh God. Now we need Taker versus Sting. It's never gonna happen. Taker literally said he would love it, but he said it won't happen. It's National Undertaker Day. If you want an Undertaker versus Sting match, play WWE 2K. Or better yet, for God's sakes, play Fire Pro Wrestling World. That's the better way of doing those two type of matches. The best Undertaker promo was in 2007 with him predicting Benoit's death with his family. Oh my God. That was scary. I think one of my favorite Undertaker promos gotta be when he was burying, digging up a grave and saying that he was gonna bury Mankind alive. Bam Bam Bigelow or Vader should defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Vader, no, because you got Shawn Michaels to thank for that. Bam Bam Bigelow, no, because you got Vince McMahon to thank for that. Taker would have still kicked Goldberg's ass back in WCW. It probably would. I don't like.
Oh, Malcolm, your thing's echoing. It's like lagging.
A lot of people don't like Gold.
Oh, Malcolm, your thing's like your mic camera.
Understand why a lot
You're lagging.
of people don't like Goldberg.
Malcolm, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
How do you feel about Taker? Wants Drew McIntyre to
You're lagging, brother.
He's
Oh, hold up. Technical difficulties. RIP. RIP, brother Malcolm. Let me see if I. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. Oh, now it's my show. Nice. My show now, boys and girls. Oh yeah, that lag was seriously hard with the camera too. You back now?
Yeah, I'm back. You guys in the chat are hilarious. EjPrime has invaded MalcGoolie. Hey EJ, take it over, bud. LOL.
My knowledge isn't that extensive to take it over.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's a wrestling heaven now. There's so many wrestlers in heaven. I know. It's like a battle royale in there. Oh my god. Hey EJ, take it over, but yeah, me and EJ will be back again if we have a freaking NFL season. The Bears versus the Colts.
That would be nice. Or we'll be back for like baseball whenever they get that figured out, whichever comes first.
Yeah, but baseball too, because the Bears, the Cubs. Ghoulie is a robot. What the hell? Like, it's just like one of those opinions. What was I saying? If the Undertaker joined WCW, hell no. No, Taker would never have joined WCW. He's too much of a company man. So no. But that's not going to be until 81 years have passed, and I'm 101. WWE versus WCW is like Mal versus EjPrime. Ha! If the Undertaker... Okay, I read that. Malk was pausing like Missy Elliott. I can't stand the rain. I'm super fly. Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, I saw... Your Snapchat is going to be loaded, like literally loaded with so much, because everybody chats on that thing like crazy for the mods. Dang, it's 8:33. I thought D would have been showed up by now. Matter of fact, let me inbox him real quick. I'm like, D, we need your input. Did y'all hear about Roethlisberger? What about Ben Roethlisberger?
Are you talking about that panel when he said, like he talked about his problems with like just his problems? Was that it?
No, I don't think it was. He said no, because he texted me earlier saying he was at a meeting, so I'm about to text him real quick. I'm like, dude, where you at? And it's to the point, I understand, I thought this stream was Undertaker only. It is. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to literally talk about Ben Roethlisberger. Remember, Undertaker and Tommy Dreamer segment on Raw. Oh my god, poor Tommy. Poor Tommy. I love Tommy Dreamer. I have the most respect for Tommy Dreamer, but he took an ass whipping for the Undertaker. The year 2020 is the worst.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, I'm texting D right now saying, hey, you coming, buddy? And yeah, with D being on like 7:30s now on the wrestling show, I'm going to let you know right now. Next week, there probably won't be a wrestling show. Unless if EjPrime and D or GangGreenDavid, because like I said, I've talked to most of the Spotlight crew. It seems like we might get a Monday Night Raw, but not from me. But Jesus Christ, for all of those, he is addicted to alcohol, and you gotta delete that comment there, Damian Estrada, because YouTube is cracking hard on stuff like that. You think Drew McIntyre versus Taker for next year's Mania for the WWE Champion will work, or no? I don't want it. I don't want it, to be honest with you. I mean, Undertaker versus Drew McIntyre, not really. Why is guys keep it on your subject. I don't want to talk about basketball. I don't want to talk about baseball. Well, I know we talked about baseball and football a little bit a while ago, but that was just to keep you guys updated on the channel for future references. This is here talking about the Phenom, the Undertaker. The Undertaker's WrestleMania next year should be Drew versus Alistair. Possibly. Also, I also want to talk about this match too, because how about this one? What about this feud? Nobody talks about this feud. What about Mr. Kennedy versus the Undertaker? Mr. Kennedy versus the Undertaker. I loved the Kennedy gimmick. Mr. Kennedy. Oh my God. But I will say this. Kennedy took a hell of a chair shot from the Undertaker. Good God almighty. What if Undertaker faced Lashley instead of Batista at WrestleMania? It would be weird seeing the Undertaker hold the ECW World Title. But what if instead? What if, in my opinion, what if he picked John Cena instead of Batista? And like he went back to Raw. That would have been something. Mr. Kennedy was Ken Anderson at the time. The worst WrestleMania matches for the Undertaker. Easy. The Big Show versus A-Train is definitely one. Another one that was bad. The one with Giant Gonzalez. Oh yeah, when Kennedy tried to Taker with the microphone, but it eradicated, electrocuted him. Yeah, I remember that. I wish Taker would have beaten Lashley for the ECW title. That would have been weird. Spits water. God, are you serious? Oh, you're serious. like watch the Survivor Series match between the Undertaker and Mr. Kennedy. The end of that match, Taker literally destroys Mr. Kennedy with that chair. Like, I remember the chair literally bend with Kennedy's skull, and I was like, ugh. Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez is good, Mal. What are you talking about? A match that ended in a no contest, or actually no, in a disqualification. Yeah. What if Lashley broke the streak though? No, Lashley wasn't ready. He wasn't ready yet. And didn't Lashley? I think Lashley that same year took on Umaga, and it was the Battle of the Billionaires.
Oh,
Jesus! Oh my God! When Vince got shaved bald, I was like, I'm actually happy that Vince grew his hair back, because I'm sorry. I am sorry. Vince with a bald head just looked so weird to me. It was so weird. And then also him wearing a do-rag was also even weirder. Him winning the ECW title was the final nail in the coffin for that ECW rebirth, if you want to call it that. It looked like a deformed child on Ritalin. But anyway, imagine. Okay, imagine if Undertaker did a last ride through a barbed wire board. Jesus Christ, that would hurt. Remember the Royal Rumble 2007? Great moment with Taker and Shawn in the ring. Hell yeah, that was a great moment. It was foreshadowing what we would get 3 years later. I want Undertaker versus Kane in 3 Stages of Hell match. I don't even did Undertaker ever did a 3 Stages of Hell? I'm not too sure. Why didn't they have the big red machine break Undertaker's skirts? Oh, wait, skirts? I don't think Undertaker ever got skirts. Undertaker versus King Booker at Judgment Day was a nice match, but King Booker won though. But King Booker still hold the title. Wait a minute, I'm trying to remember. Wait, King Undertaker took on King Booker? Oh God, King Booker! I hated that gimmick. Anyway, imagine if Vince was the doctor of thugonomics. Oh my God, grabs another cup of water, spits water. Aren't do-rags for people who have hair? Right! Like he was wearing a do-rag when he was bald. Like, oh my God, it was just so weird. Him winning the ECW title was the nail in the coffin for me. And speaking of a nail in the coffin, remember when Undertaker beat the living dog piss out of Vince McMahon at Survivor Series? I think it was 2003. He beats the living crap out of Vince. It was like a buried alive match. He was beating Vince's ass. And I'm sorry, Vince should have died. Well, let's say reality. Well, not reality, but in wrestling kayfabe, like in wrestling, the Vince McMahon character would have died in that match, literally, because when Taker hit him over the head with the freaking shovel, I was like, this man is dead. Taker just literally committed murder. But then Kane came out and then just pushed Taker into the grave. Best Undertaker mind games of all time. Ooh, the one, oh my God, the one has to be Randy Orton. The best one is Randy Orton. That's the best one. Like when after Randy beat Matt Hardy, Randy Orton was running away, and like everywhere he go, he saw the casket, he saw blood, he saw everything, and then you hear the Undertaker like on a microphone or whatever, like this, look at you, boy. You don't know where you're going, do you? Randy, you're coming with me straight to hell. Hell in a cell. I'm like, oh God. If Johnny Cash was alive and inducts Undertaker into the Hall of Fame. You're talking about when Undertaker had a theme called There Ain't No Grave. That was I didn't mind that theme, but it was just so weird having Johnny Cash, a Johnny Cash song, literally walking the Undertaker to the ring. I mean, Ain't No Grave really fits the Undertaker. Don't get me wrong, but it's just weird. Like, it was just very weird to hear it. I'm like, even though that song is really, really deep if you really listen to the lyrics. Undertaker's Mind Games on Kane 2. Oh yeah, those were good. I wish Undertaker would have used every storm runs out of rain. And you enjoyed Undertaker versus Khali feud? Not really. I mean, the only match that I liked from it was the Last Man Standing match they had on SmackDown. Everything else was just no. I mean, the one on Judgment Day was supposed to happen. The Undertaker beating losing to the Great Khali was a good thing. But I didn't really care for the match. And then they tried to do the Pajami prison match, and oh my God, that match. Freaking hell. There's another match. What about this one? 2003, The Undertaker versus The Big Show. At No Way Out, 2003. Like, it was so weird. I mean, like, Undertaker's first ever pay-per-view, his first pay-per-view match back after getting tossed off the stage after No Mercy. The first ever for Taker. Yeah, it would be the first ever for Taker. That'd be the only time I would have Taker have the Ain't No Grave. That would probably be MalcGoolie's theme. Ain't No Grave. The Great Khali raffle wrestled way too stiff. It just wasn't fun to watch. I agree. He was way too stiff. I mean, he's a big dude, and Vince likes big giants, but the Great Khali wasn't it. And here's another one. Even Triple H couldn't even have a good match with the Great Khali at SummerSlam. Wasn't that the freaking main event too? No. Like, Great Khali versus Triple H. No. And here's another match that nobody talks about. It's the match that WWE wants you to forget. How about WrestleMania 17, The Undertaker versus Triple H? I'm not going to lie, that match should have been not even a street fight. That should have been just not even a no holds barred. It should have just been false count anywhere. Because, like half of the match was Undertaker literally, him and Triple H battling across the crowd. And I think JR had one of the best calls is when Undertaker chokeslammed Triple H off the awning. And then you can hear JR saying, was he chokeslammed to hell or what? I'm like, it looked like it. I'm like, damn. I'm like, where was Triple H? And then you see him, like, he gets chokeslammed through, like, some wooden boards or whatever. Undertaker versus Heidenreich was great. Heidenreich was good. I mean, the one in Survivor Series 04 was good. But the one with the Royal Rumble, that's when they made Heidenreich way too comedic. Especially when he said this, I am not afraid of the Undertaker, but I am petrified of caskets. I'm like, are you freaking serious? You got this badass Looney Tune nut job. He gave Undertaker a run for his, not run for his money. Playing a pretty good match in Survivor Series. Then you get the rematch, and he's afraid of caskets. What? Who did Heidenreich piss off on SmackDown for that to happen? Like, EJ, you remember Heidenreich? Like, great character. He was insane. He wore a straight jacket in the freaking ring. And, oh my God, he's cool, but I'm afraid of caskets.
Yeah, it's one very, very interesting wrestler.
What was the point? What was the point? And then they did a weird thing in Survivor Series and in the Royal Rumble. Remember Snitsky? Like, I think it was the Royal Rumble when, like, Snitsky said this, Heidenreich, I love your poems. And then Heidenreich says, thank you, Snitsky. I love what you do to babies. I'm like, this is creepy and so... I don't know if pedophilia is the word, but it's just... I'm sorry, no, stranger danger. Heidenreich and Snitsky at that time in 2004 to 2005 was stranger danger. Oh! And I love Snitsky too. I love what they did with him. Almost killing Kane. Like, almost killing Kane. Literally. Almost killing Kane. But no, they don't kill Kane. Oh, I'm so glad D is finally here because I don't know if D remembers this. Oh, what? My head hurts now. Do you remember?
You don't have the 3-box overlay?
The reason why I was just waiting on you, because if I did the 2-box overlay, it would have looked weird if you would have came on. You know what I mean?
All right, I should have a 3-box overlay for you, but I'll check.
I don't even think I have a 3-box. All I got is 2 boxes. Oh, you gotta get off soon, EJ.
Let me mute.
All right. Well, D is working on that. Oh God, remember Michael Cole and Heidenreich? Oh yeah, I remember that. Look at D. I just how love D just went up and just like he remembers it. Oh my God. Also, I want Heidenreich challenge back. Oh yeah, he did that too. Heidenreich challenges. Anyway, I thought Heidenreich was Brock Lesnar 2.0. He kind of did look like Brock a little bit. He did a little bit. What if Heidenreich broke the streak? Hell no. They messed it up. they messed it up. Anyway, Heidenreich was Dexter Loomis before Loomis. I know this is off topic, but I want to get your thoughts on Kyla Braxton having COVID-19 and Renee Young catching COVID-19. It sucks, and according to what I heard, Kayla Braxton, this is her second time catching the virus. So my prayers and thoughts go out to her and Jon Moxley and Renee Young, because now it's possible Jon Moxley might have COVID. So I hope he doesn't, but if Renee has it, he's going to have to drop the title. I don't see him beating Bryan H. I can see him just literally not coming to losing at Fyter Fest and actually taking care of his wife. I actually can see that happening. Spotlight was looking like GQ. Yeah, we'll get to Spotlight here in a minute because he's here to try to fix something.
Yeah, I put the Undertaker background on there. I don't know if y'all saw.
I see
Undertaker is a little Undertaker background as of right now. While I try to get your layout.
Yeah, he's trying to get my layout because he gave me the 2 layout. He gave me the 4, but he didn't give me the 3. So, hey, players mess up. But when D is unmuted, I really want to give his thoughts on Heidenreich versus The Undertaker. Like, Heidenreich literally... Who? You don't remember Heidenreich 2004 when Paul Heyman had that lunatic? He had like a straight jacket. Oh, my God.
No.
Well, that's good because here's the thing. Heidenreich had a good match with Undertaker in Survivor Series 04. But then they ruined it. Like I said before, you have this maniac who literally was torturing fans, doing all this crap. But then, out of the blue, Royal Rumble 05, I'm petrified of caskets. Then what was the point of feuding with The Undertaker? I mean, Undertaker plays on people's fears like Hellraiser or Freddy Krueger, but Jesus Christ. Oh, guys, they wouldn't have the audacity. They wouldn't. I know this is off topic, but how do you feel about Darren Young being... To be honest, I'm actually okay with it. I mean, like I said, more power-ups to Darren Young for coming out. So, he tried
So I got to get you a 3-box overlay. I got to get you one.
All right.
I just didn't get a chance to... I thought I got the 3-box overlay, but I didn't. So I'm
You're
hit
good,
him up
bro.
later on because my guy is overseas. He lives overseas now, so it's
What were
late
you
over
saying,
there.
EJ?
Oh, I was about to get off in a second.
Are you about to get off?
Yeah. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right, EJ. I'll see you in the chat, buddy.
All right, see you.
So now it's just me and D.
I'm going to keep this
my
background. That background is tough.
Background is beautiful. Beautiful. Heidenreich was Rene Dupree. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Rene Dupree was okay. I did not mind Rene.
Y'all see that background? Let me get up real
Okay,
quick. Let me just get up real quick.
Well, D is mesmerized by his... Oh, my God, that beautiful background. I need to literally move that stupid Kane storyline. Yeah, the Katie Vick. Okay, this is the last off-topic thing I'll talk about. I know this is off-topic, but who would you smash, marry, and leave? 1, Bailey. 2, Mandy Rose. 3, Shayna. Leave Shayna.
No,
Sorry.
we're not talking none of that. If you ain't
Shayna.
talking Undertaker, I'm kicking you out. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Leave Shayna. 2, marry Mandy. Or matter of fact, no. 2, marry Bailey, and then smash Mandy. But after that, there's no more. I'm gonna literally skip all the off topics after that. We talked about damn near almost everything. That background is fire. It is. What's another match that was a bad Undertaker match? Undertaker versus Luther Reigns was actually not that was bad. Anybody remember Luther Reigns? Like Kurt Angle's own henchman? LOL. My favorite Undertaker photo was in WrestleMania 29 with the demons on the... Yes! That entrance, that's what we need to talk about now. His entrances. What is the best Undertaker entrance? Personally, I'm going to have to go with Mason. WrestleMania 29, when all the hands and stuff was literally like trying to grab the Undertaker, and oh my, like they were coming out from the ground. Oh my God.
I don't know. I still love the Undertaker's entrance where it was like the explosion pyro. I forgot what. I forgot.
You mean Lord of Darkness when he be doing this? That one?
No, it's the entrance where behind him is like pyro. It's like explosion pyro.
When the flames come up. Okay.
Not just with the flames, but in Attitude Era, it was the entrance that he had that it was just explosion pyro. Let me see if I can pull it up and share the screen.
Without us getting copyrighted. Wait a minute. If Undertaker versus Goldberg was bad, that match was terrible. Jesus Christ, that match was terrible. WrestleMania 24 was nice. Oh yeah, that entrance was nice. How do you feel, D? How do you feel about Brock Lesnar breaking the Undertaker's streak?
I hated it.
I think everybody is can second that. Darian's here. Let's talk Taker. I love how satanic and devil warp it feels Undertaker's entrance are. Undertaker's best entrance is when he was with the Ministry Taker. Ministry Taker was okay. I mean, it was okay, but Lord
I'm
of
not going
Darkness
through all
was
these
good.
entrances, but I know it was an entrance back in. It was just one of the memorable ones that he had. I don't know what WrestleMania was it. I know it was a WrestleMania entrance.
Was it 24?
No, 24 is not the Attitude Era.
Oh wait, okay, I'm trying to think. There's either WrestleMania 14 or then there's WrestleMania. It's either WrestleMania 14 or 15. Because 14
I'm thinking it's 14, but I'm not.
Because 14 was the one with the Druids when he had like all the Druids and they hold like a stick of fire, and then every time when he walked or whatever, that one was a good WrestleMania entrance too.
It wasn't that one though. Because he did that same. Because he did that same one for the WrestleMania 20. He did the same thing for WrestleMania 20.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. Even
But
though personally, in my opinion, I loved Kane's WrestleMania entrance in WrestleMania 20. Because remember, like the whole city was burning.
One of my favorite Undertaker that I think is still giving me goosebumps on Monday Night Raw, when Undertaker came back and the coffin was electrocuted on the top of the stage.
Yes!
It doesn't get no better than that.
Like
The promo leading up to that WrestleMania, it was like, face your
Kane!
brother, face your brother, face your brother, one more time. Yes. I love the promo between Kane and The Undertaker. He was like,
Yes.
I'll go through walks of hell to fight you, Kane. Like,
You're not the
I still watch that promo till today.
Like, I will walk through the fires of hell to face you, Kane. You stepped back into an Inferno, Undertaker. The only thing that you can do now is rest in peace. Nah, the best one will always be this one. I felt your wrath. Now you're gonna feel mine. I'm like, God.
I think that's in the same one.
Yeah, it's the same build-up.
Yeah.
Like when he burned an epitaph of Kane. That's a Kane. That's an epitaph of Kane, and he's burning. Malc Darian talking Undertaker's entrance with the pyros WrestleMania 19.
That's what
the
it
one when he was
was.
on the bike. That's ruthless aggression. That's not attitude. It's ruthless. What happened to D's mic? D, your mic. Okay, wait a minute. He's disconnected. This is what happens.
Do you hear me now?
I can hear you good.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah,
is acting
WrestleMania
weird.
19 with the
Let
bike.
me double check that.
I think that one had pyro. Yeah, it did, because he had Limp Bizkit sing him to the ring.
He was the dead man, not the freaking American badass. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna show it to you later.
Now, here's another Undertaker entrance that nobody really talks about, even though I know the match was stupid. The Undertaker versus Undertaker match at SummerSlam. Undertaker's entrance, think about this. It's dark, and then you saw that light, and then you saw the Undertaker, like his shadow and whatnot. Then it went dark, and then you saw him walking. That entrance was badass. Here's another one. I got another one for you. WrestleMania 21, when he took on Orton. He didn't even walk. He freaking levitated to the ring. He freaking levitated. He didn't walk. He had like one of those things that, you know, that rolls him to the ring. But it was still creepy. Okay, and also this is just me. In my opinion, one of Undertaker's creepiest moments is when the camera like zoomed in on him when he was in that coffin. Like, dude,
oh, you talking about the one against Yokozuna?
Yes, I always
not rest.
I can't watch that. Call me soft or whatever, but when I was a little kid and my cousin showed me that, I remind you it was midnight, it's pitch as dark, and that's the first thing you see. Yeah, did not go to sleep. I had a Bart Simpson moment. Can't sleep. Taker, kill me. Can't sleep. Taker, kill me. I remember when Undertaker scared Kurt Angle and Taz said, holy sh... I remember that, the Royal Rumble, when he had his powers and he broke the ring apart. Oh my God. So many Undertaker entrances. I also love his entrance in WrestleMania 18. Like when you see the shadow of the Undertaker with him riding the motorcycle. Oh my God. When the Undertaker's best promos besides the big red machine. Another Undertaker promo I love, and this was from the Attitude Era, is when he was feuding with Stone Cold Steve Austin after when Austin and Triple H broke the arm of Kane. And I love the fact that they brought Undertaker's, ex-wife Sarah into it. And Taker said it best, you mess with my family and I will hurt you. So let the pain and the suffering begin. I'm like, ooh.
I remember that.
When he threw Austin into that plate glass window. Austin made that thing great because this part had me rolling. When Austin was like this, being carried out to the stretcher, and he was like, you're damn right, my name is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I shouldn't be here. Vince, I didn't do nothing to that man. I was sitting there doing the color commentary while Triple H was beating Jeff Hardy up. And the part that really had me, you have to literally listen to it to believe it. When they were taking him into the stretcher, Stone Cold literally says this, yeah, you're right, I'm the WWF champion. I shouldn't be here. Somebody hug me. I'm like, hug me? I'm like, what? But the part that really did it, when Triple H and Austin told not Taker, but the ambulance to start driving, here comes Taker in the back going, hello, boys. What's the rush? Beats the hell out of Vince. Beats the hell out of Triple H. Stone Cold is trapped on a stretcher, and he starts beating the hell out of him with glass in his eye. Taz said it best. Oh, he's got glass in his eyes. He's hitting me. He got glass in his eyes. What's another moment? Oh, here's a good one, because I saw this too. Remember when Undertaker tried to run down Vince McMahon with the motorcycle? Oh, my God. Taker's Judgment Day. Yeah, Judgment Day 1998 entrance was good. That one had pyro in there. I think that's the one.
I gotta find it.
It gotta be the one. Malc, the best and funny promo was when he beat The Rock on the mic on SmackDown 2000 when Taker screwed Rock on the mic. I think D just left. I remember that when Undertaker said this. I do remember that. I remember when Undertaker said that. When he said this. Hey, I may not dress like Satan anymore, but I'm still down with the devil, and I will get medieval on your ass.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Oh, my God. He, I will say this. He did roast The Rock on that one. Oh, my God. I was like, Now, what's another one that he always did? He said, I don't like you, I don't respect you, and I sure as hell don't fear you. I'm like, Austin, you better give your soul to the Lord because your ass belongs to me. I'm like, What y'all think would have been like if Undertaker became King of the Ring? God damn it, he was King of the Ring. I mean, he never won the tournament, but
he should have won the tournament.
I mean, think about this.
He should have been in the tournament. But at the time that King of the Ring...
Think about these King of the Ring moments that Undertaker has had.
But think about it, though. See, King of the Ring... Undertaker was already, like, kind of a top guy.
Established.
And he was already established when King of the Ring was coming around. So it's like...
It was a little bit late in the game. Way too late.
It's not going to make or break him.
It wasn't. But reason why I'm saying he is King of the Ring in my heart. He has a lot of King of the Ring freaking moments. Need I remind people? Undertaker and Kane. Undertaker and Mankind. 96. And then the Hell in the Cell match. 98. 2000. Oh my God. When the Undertaker grabbed Shane McMahon and chokeslammed him from the top turnbuckle all the way to the announcer's table. He killed Shane. I'm like, he was killing Shane. Great American Bash. The only thing I remember with Undertaker, the Great American Bash, he killed Paul Bearer, which I didn't like. I didn't like that angle of Undertaker putting like a lot of cement on Paul Bearer. I didn't like it. I kind of felt a little uncomfortable with it. Undertaker's work shoot promo in 98. Yeah, I remember he did a work shoot promo. Talked about Vince McMahon. I remember on Monday Night Raw when Undertaker was in the casket and it opened up and it set up Brock Lesnar. Looked like he saw a ghost. Yes. Now, what's another moment? Here's another moment. Remember when Undertaker was like on the steps and then we saw like a door open?
And
we talked about that one.
The Stephanie McMahon one?
We talked about a little bit about that one.
When he had the burning bear and Vince was like, no.
Yeah, we talked about that. Remember the Pajami prison match against the Big Show? Yes, that happened here in Indianapolis.
Didn't he have one with the Great Khali as well?
He never faced the Great Khali in that match. He only faced him in Judgment Day and then an episode of SmackDown in the Last Man Standing match. And the Last Man Standing match was actually the best match that they had because Great Khali was so stiff. Did you like Taker versus Brock fighting on Raw when Brock said, "I'm gonna kill you," and Taker said, "You're gonna have to"? That was a fight. I would have been like, no, let him go. That would have been me. If I was them boys in the back, I was like, no, let him go. I'm one of those people. If a fight breaks out and if someone has the nerve to break it up, I'm like, no, stop, let him go. This is good for the person who's receiving the ass kicking, and this is a good person to let their frustration out. Either way, whoever wins, we all win. Shoot, we all win. Now, what about Austin was in the hospital when Taker showed up? Oh my God. Remember, when Taker tried to embalm Austin on live TV? That was so uncomfortable. Undertaker can get away with so much stuff. That's the thing. He can get away with embalming people. He can get away with killing off people.
Remember when Undertaker came in? Well, really didn't save Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he saved Stone Cold Steve Austin from getting stabbed by like a knife or something while he was on the morgue table.
No, that was Kane. That was Kane. That was Kane. That was saving Taker.
It was one of them, but I don't. Undertaker was involved. Damn it.
Wait a minute. I still get chills seeing Undertaker's hand popping out of the ground. Yes.
Ain't nothing like a buried alive match when it comes. Ain't nothing like a buried alive match when it comes to Taker. That's just what it is.
The best one is with him and Mankind, in my opinion. That's the best one. yeah, Taker won the match, but then he was the one that got buried. And then when you saw the hand pop out of the grave, he's alive. Vince McMahon had the best call of the night. He said this, he's alive. He's alive. And then Jerry the King Lawler screamed like, ah! He will not rest in peace. I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry. I love Vince McMahon when he was on commentary. He can hype you up on matches. He can hype you up in the beginning of the show. He can hype you up on the beginning of the show. Oh, yeah. Oh, D, remember this one when Undertaker tied Hulk Hogan on the back of a motorcycle and drove off?
Yo, drove through the whole, like, damn near through the whole arena.
Yes, that is fear. Like, Taker was a... That's why I love the Big Evil gimmick when he was a heel, because, like, he was still... Yeah, he was still trying to be like a heel, even though the fans kind of liked it. But for me, I loved it when he was a heel, when he was the biker. And he also owned the what chant too. He said, "Say what again if you love pleasuring your sister." What? That part had me rolling. Undertaker's funny moment when Taker did Booker T Spinneroonie. I don't think, did he do it? I remember seeing that video. Vince McMahon did it, and Triple H roast the shit out of Vince, saying this: "You are officially the whitest man in America." Miss Cutie, what is up? Miss QT3.
Hi, Miss Woo. Hi, babe.
For a ride, I fucking loved it. Undertaker versus and the APA segment were funny on SmackDown. They were. Undertaker and Kane Inferno match. Yes, the Inferno match is amazing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Make sure you subscribe to MalcGoolie, Miss Cutie, which is my girlfriend, y'all. That's my girlfriend. Make sure you subscribe to MalcGoolie, Miss.
All right, so hold on, D. We'll be right back because my thing lagged. Hold on.
His thing is lagging, so I am here for the moment. The guy is a world champion. The guy is, you see, I got Taker behind me, man. I got Taker behind me to show, you know, he's the greatest wrestler that ever lived, in my personal opinion. I don't care what era you're talking about. I don't care what wrestling company you're talking about. Undertaker is the greatest wrestler ever. Ever. That's my personal opinion. Yes, I am a Shawn Michaels fan. I love Shawn Michaels to death, but he's the greatest wrestler of all time, and that is the Undertaker. Period.
He is the Babe Ruth of wrestling.
He damn sure is.
He's the Babe Ruth of wrestling. The Colossus
is a cloud. The Colossus is a cloud.
Clout. King of SWAT. The Colossus of Clout. Babe Ruth.
The Big Bambino.
That's what he is. I'm so glad the Sandlot is on Disney Plus. Thank God. I was asking you.
I love the Sandlot. One of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, the Sandlot's amazing. Like this. How long do you need to keep the beast on there? Forever. Like forever. Like, bro. The way how he said forever, I'm like, really? You know it's a bad forever sentence when you have to add the 4 in that thing. Undertaker is MJ of wrestling. Ooh.
I wouldn't say he might be the MJ of wrestling. That's highly debatable.
If you're gonna say the MJ of wrestling, you gotta say Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, but my question is who had more. The question is who had more moments? Because you think about the MJ of wrestling, MJ had moments. Mind you, he was a great player, but he had moments. So who had the more moments? Was Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker?
Shawn had a lot of moments. Taker has a lot of moments. Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson, Damian. Oh, God. The Undertaker is the godfather of wrestling.
I want to say the Godfather. I don't know.
Godfather. The Sandlot, James Earl Jones in it. Legend. Hercules. Oh my God. What's another thing? What's another great Undertaker moment? What if here's the one subject I'm really loving to talk about here. The what ifs. Like the matches we'll never get to see with Undertaker. Obviously, the one with him and Sting, understandable.
The Rock and Taker at WrestleMania.
They fought before, but I will say WrestleMania. I mean,
no, they never fought at WrestleMania. That means they fought on other pay-per-views, but the biggest pay-per-view of all, hell no.
Now, here's one. Undertaker is the Walter Payton of wrestling. Damn it! Ooh, the sweetness.
I'm not mad at that.
I ain't mad at that. Abyss versus Undertaker. Undertaker would beat Abyss. He would smoke Abyss.
Abyss was a fake ass dark type of.
He is a fake Kane.
That's all he was.
But Abyss was entertaining though. He was entertaining. What was I saying about the Undertaker? How about this one? Can you imagine this at WrestleMania? Undertaker versus Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania.
I can see it happening because Rey Mysterio he likes to battle. He likes to fight the bigger wrestlers for some reason. I think Rey Mysterio do better against bigger wrestlers, in my opinion.
I know Ray and Taker fought at Royal Rumble and Taker won. There was no way Ray was beating Taker.
No way. Absolutely not.
No way. Hell no. But Eddie Guerrero versus Undertaker. I mean, the closest match you're gonna get, and Damian Estrada. You can look this up on the WWE Network. Look up Armageddon 2004. Skip the rest of the match if you want to. I mean, well, John Cena versus Jesus you can watch, but Undertaker versus the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Championship was a much watch. It's probably one of my favorite matches one of my favorite Fatal 4-Way matches. I mean, you had JBL defending the title against Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, and Undertaker. Like the last maybe 5 minutes of that match is Taker versus Eddie, and it was great. It was great. Like I just love the fact when Eddie Guerrero was selling his ass off to the Undertaker. Like every time when Taker did a big move, Eddie be like this, no. He like this, no. That kills me. He's speaking Spanish and everything. He low blow Taker. He did the 3 amigos on Taker. He did 2 amazing frog splashes on Taker. Even though I was a big, huge Eddie Guerrero at the time, at the fan in 2004, I really wanted him to regain that title. I'm like, it's either going to be Eddie or JBL. And I hope it was Eddie. But no, it wasn't Eddie. JBL retained. But yeah, it's a good match. I'll send the match to you. It is a damn good match. It is the closest to an Eddie Guerrero versus Undertaker match you're gonna get. It's like the story wrote itself. Even Eddie tried to lie, cheat, and steal his way of beating Taker. What is up, Key in the building? Undertaker paved the way for so many superstars today. Facts. Key in the build. Key is back in the building. Who wins, Undertaker or Sting? That one's hard. That one's hard because I love both superstars. Sting is the most respected man in all of wrestling. I don't care what anybody says.
I think Sting and Taker is like the two top most respected wrestlers in the business. Like, but the difference between who wins between Taker and Sting, if you give me Attitude Era versus Monday Night War, Sting, that's a tough one. But me personally, like I love Sting, but I was a Taker fan, so I'll be biased to go with Taker.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't see if they were to have a match. There's no way Undertaker's tapping out. So the Scorpion Deathlock is a no. And now the Scorpion Death Drop though, beating Taker, I don't see it like Taker losing to a like reverse DDT.
I think that was the problem with Sting. Like his finishing moves were good, but they was not impactful like the choke slam and the tombstone. And then like, later on down the line, he had Hell's Gate. So it's like
the only way for Sting to literally beat Taker with the Scorpion Death Drop, it would have to be on a steel chair. That's like the impact from it. And also, I'm sorry, every time when Sting always was behind somebody and he grabbed the back of somebody's head and just look at him like this and then just drop him, I'm like, I was like, damn. I remember he did that to Eric Bischoff and Eric Bischoff was like, oh, Jesus Christ. But who is the more scarier, though? Crow Sting or Undertaker? Who is the more scarier?
I think I was more scared of Undertaker. I wasn't really afraid of Sting.
I will say this. With Sting always coming from the rafters was cool, but I just love the fact. Just think about this. Him coming from the rafters. But the one thing that would scare me with Sting is straight up when he would be behind you, you don't know it, and then he just drops you. That's scary enough as it is. Wait a minute, Darian, Undertaker. Wait a minute, hold on. Undertaker helped a lot of wrestlers, and now he's a coach in the Performance Center, helping Keith Lee, Damian Priest.
Yeah, I seen that on
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that on the last episode, and I think that is good.
That is good.
You're getting a lot of knowledge from a man that been in this business for 30 plus years.
Undertaker versus Scott Steiner would have been a good. Hell no.
Who?
Scott Steiner versus Taker.
Ciao.
Okay, here's one. Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy. Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. That I wouldn't mind. Even Jeff Hardy had some great matches with The Undertaker. Need to bring up the ladder match? Oh my God, I remember this. When Big Show gave Undertaker a puppy on SmackDown, that was hilarious. I just love how Michael Cole said, a puppy? Yeah, it's a puppy. Yeah, Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy for the Undisputed title was great. Jeff Hardy, that made Jeff Hardy a star right there. Old school. Definitely Elijah, that was a great match. That's Jeff Hardy's dream match. What kind of match would you want Sting and Taker? Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules, Falls Count Anywhere. Hell in a Cell. I mean, it's between Extreme Rules and Hell in a Cell. If you do Extreme Rules, I mean, Sting can use the bat. Now, Hell in a Cell, that's a big advantage for The Undertaker.
Yeah.
I want it to be in the middle.
That's his yard when it comes to the Hell in a Cell.
I want it to be in the middle. I want it to be like where both men can thrive instead of someone just having like some momentum. So I'm going to have to go with Extreme Rules. Falls Count Anywhere? No. Because that would only work if they can't do any moves and they have to brawl outside the building. I would be scared when Undertaker is under the ring and he rips it up and you didn't notice. That is scary too. Kane did that crap too, and that was scary too. Same thing with the lights go out and then he shows up. Yes. Oh my God, yes. D, you got to agree with that one.
What?
When the lights go out, when you hear that first gong, and for example, watch when the gong goes off, and the lights go out, come back on, and then Taker's there.
Yeah,
dude, that is scary as hell. Wait, so you're telling me that American Badass versus Scott Steiner match wouldn't be good? That would be decent. But if you're talking about Phenom versus Big Papa Pump, hell no. Buried Alive. The best Buried Alive matches with him and Mankind. Period. The one with him and Kane was not that good. The one between there was another Buried Alive match he was in. The one with him and Vince was not that well. If you love Vince McMahon getting his ass kicked, then I guess that match is for you. What is up, Shark Zone? Or when the lightning strikes. Oh God.
I'm telling you, I think when the lightning strikes is more like with me, because like I don't even know. It's just something about the old Undertaker, like the first Undertaker theme music. You sound like you was at a goddamn funeral.
Yes.
When I tell you, I thought I was at a funeral every time that man came out. I was scared for my motherfucking life. I was scared. I was like, do not turn off the lights when Undertaker come on. And my brother would be a dumbass and bully the shit out of me and have Undertaker music come on and then turn off the goddamn lights. I screamed for my goddamn life. I screamed like a little girl.
Don't forget when Taker and Orton rivalry was on Smack. Yes, when he was washing his face and Taker was behind him. But to be honest, the best one will always be when Randy Orton was scared out of his mind. He's like, "Look at you, boy. You don't know where you're going." Like this, Randy, I know where you're going. You're coming with me straight to hell. Hell and the cell. I'm like, oh. And I love the fact when Teddy Long said this, no, he's dead, I killed him, he's dead, I killed him, and Teddy Long was like this, Randy, you heard the Undertaker, you are going to hell, and guess what, player, I ain't going with you, okay, the match is set. I'm like, well, damn, Hell in a Cell, that match was really good, too. Remember when Taker buried Paul Bearer in concrete? Yeah, that scared me. I'm sorry. That is a horrible way to die. There's a lot of horrible things, but that is too scary. I'm saying would Sting versus Taker buried alive would be good? No, it wouldn't. It had to be cinematic, then yeah. If it's cinematic, then yes. I've seen Take live. Yeah, I've seen Take live, and his entrance can give you the chills. Oh my God, yes. D, remember this one when he had like an epitaph of Diesel in the casket? That was scary. Oh
yeah, that was a moment.
Oh, that was scary. When he was like, look what you saw, Diesel. You saw your future. I'm like,
look what you saw, Diesel. You just saw your future.
Creatures of the night. Are you ready for the feast?
I thought it was pretty scary too. You know what was a pretty scary moment? When he was creating a casket, and then when the casket closed in front of this, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in this motherfucking casket. Like, don't close on me.
No, the one that will always scare me is when Paul Bearer is like this. He said this, welcome to my Undertaker's private workshop. It is here where my Undertaker makes his quality caskets. But for you Yokozuna, a special one-of-a-kind casket will be made for a one-time only man. Oh yes, but Yokozuna, when my Undertaker stuffs you into the casket and slams the lid shut, there, glowing in the dark, will say.
Now, I was just watching.
In peace.
I was just watching the Yokozuna versus Taker match the other night. And
Yokozuna was good. Like, he can work with Taker.
Yeah, he definitely could work with Taker. What was the crazy part about it is,
it took 9 men to beat Taker.
Yeah, but when they did the frog splash off there and he did not move not once, I was like, Taker, how you acting like this shit does not hurt? Like, what?
Keith is called a lot of practice, man, with this voice. I love that Spider-Man music you played once. It was called, it was a banger. I probably will use that as a theme from here on out. Darian, we only can thank Jim Johnson for that Undertaker theme. When he debuted, was the funeral mortuary.
Yeah, all the themes that awesome. He had, too.
Kamala, oh my God, yes, Kamala. Dude, Kamala was scared as hell, too. He was like, Kamala, you're a man of simple intelligence. I'm like, No, I got ones for you. How would you guys love to look up this video? Look up the video when Undertaker says Mortal Kombat. It is the most epic thing I think I ever heard someone say. Can you imagine Undertaker being a DLC character in a Mortal Kombat video game? Dude, I want to see it. Now I want to see it. Oh yeah, Key in the building said when he kidnapped Stephanie, that was scary too. Where to,
that was definitely
Stephanie?
scary.
I'm like, no. You want to say the most scariest when it came to Undertaker in the limo? The scariest will always be when he had Teddy Long. That is the scariest. You can freaking at me. I'm sorry. As a black man myself, if Undertaker was driving and then like the whole casket light went purple, smoke was literally in the limousine, and then you saw hands trying to grab Teddy Long, you would be pissing on yourself too. I love what Teddy Long was like, oh, let me out.
Buckle up, Teddy.
Yes. Oh my God. And then when next week on SmackDown, Teddy Long is in a freaking casket, I'm like, oh my God, what did Taker do to him for a whole week? He's like this, at Hell in a Cell, you will face the Undertaker. And the Hell's Gate. And all this because Teddy Long banned the Hell's Gate move. Oh my God. I was like, that is like torture. Can you imagine being tortured by the Undertaker for a week? For a week? Oh my. No, here's one. Remember Dennis Knight or Midian? Like the first couple of weeks, we saw Midian literally in a dungeon or whatever, and then we saw the acolytes saying, hey, he's ready for you now. Like, no. I'm like, what the hell just happened? What about when he dragged Kane underneath the ring? That one was okay. It should have had fire. Green smoke. Oh my God. 95 Rumble when his soul went into the Titantron. That is the scariest. I was talking about that earlier. That scared the hell out of me. Do not proud. The spirit of the Undertaker lives within the soul of all mankind. The eternal flame of life that cannot be extinguished. The origin that must not be named. The answer lies. Soon all mankind will witness the rebirth of the Undertaker.
And he been better ever since.
Rest in peace. Oh my God, that was scary. I'm like, I think when people kept on talking about the dead rising from the grave, that is what they meant. What about when Undertaker tried to run over Vince McMahon? Yes, with the motorcycle. I love the fact, like, when Vince was like this, Taker, what do you want? And he was like this, well, let me tell you what I want, Mr. McMahon. I want my world title shot. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't tell me I'm not a passionate wrestling fan. Like, you could go off if you say I'm not. If I can remember literally almost everything, then you, my friend, should know. Like, oh my God, man. Undertaker nearly killed Mankind. Mankind talked about that. He talked about if he would have took the choke slam properly, it would have killed him. So yeah, him taking it the way he took it saved his life.
Yes, Prince Sean. Yes.
Good God Almighty, they killed him. Oh my God, as God is my witness, he is broken in half.
And then when he got slammed through the actual Hell in a Cell to the ring, King was like, he's dead. God. He's dead.
Like, that's it, he's dead.
That's it, he's dead.
Somebody stop the damn match.
No, wait. You gotta do JR's part. I've gotta say, yeah, he's dead.
Okay, wait. So, wait. Okay. If he choke slams him on the other side, good God, that's it, he's dead.
Yeah, that's it, he's dead.
Somebody stop the damn match. Enough's enough. The poor son of a, he's broken in half. And the Undertaker likes it. Oh my God. JR was the mouthpiece of that fight. And I love the fact like this. Remember when Jerry the King Lawler said this too? Wait a minute, he's coming down. Stop him. Stop him.
Oh,
and then when
God.
When he chokeslammed Terry Funk, I was like, why? Why chokeslam Terry Funk? Now Terry Funk is trying to help out Mick Foley. And Terry gets a chokeslam for his troubles. Like Terry Funk almost got chokeslam out of his shoes, it looked like. And then like JR, like there's so much bodies and Cardi, and they're locking these guys inside there. Like now, who made that ruling? Why don't you just? Oh my!
Who made that ruling?
He's like oh my God! Like he is smiling. He is smiling. Like this. What is that sticking out of his nose? Hell, maybe a tooth. Oh my God! You don't think? Oh my God. If it wasn't for JR, we would have had the good God Almighty and oh my God from Joey Styles. Joey Styles probably would have been silent if that moment would have happened. He would have literally broke character. I don't know how JR and King did not break character. They did not break character when Mick Foley was getting legit killed in that ring. I just how is he still moving? I don't have a damn clue. There's shoes, there's shoes, like this, there's blood, there's a cage hanging, and there's a human being in there who is completely indestructible. I never thought I would say that about somebody, but this guy is indestructible. I mean, what more can you do to a human being?
I'm
sorry.
upset.
I know. I know almost the whole damn commentary. I think the best part will always be this in the match. Like, what is that? Sandbag. He's going to hit him over the head with a sandbag. Like, wait a minute. What is that? What is that? Thumbtacks. 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 My God. He's fixing to take the Undertaker to hell and back. Now, if he lands him on that... Remember when Undertaker was going to save JR from kissing Vince McMahon's ass and then he turned heel? I remember that. Taker turned heel.
Yeah, that was a good one.
2 weeks after Survivor Series. If Mick were to be Taker's last opponent, that match should have been a street fight or an empty
I'm sorry,
arena
but
match.
now since Undertaker is officially retired, Vince McMahon, make an Undertaker pay-per-view.
Yes.
Make an Undertaker pay-per-view. I think
it's going to have to be a Survivor Series. It has to be a Survivor Series.
It has to be Undertaker-style matches at Survivor Series. I would love to see that.
I would love it. That's where Survivor Series should be. I mean, they're not going to change the name. They're probably going to just say Survivor Series and have like Undertaker taglines on there.
Or it could be like different types of profile pics of Undertaker, the Dead Man, or Undertaker, or Survivor Series, the Phenom, or some shit like that.
Yes, I have
no street fights.
SmackDown tomorrow.
I don't want no. I want the buried alive, the Hell in the Cells, the casket matches. That's what I want.
Inferno matches are mostly Kane. Like Undertaker was only in 2 Inferno matches.
Undertaker won.
They were a lot with Kane.
Undertaker won both, so he's kind of undefeated in the Inferno matches.
Yes. It's kind of sad. It's Kane's match, but he's not undefeated. It's kind of fun. You want to know what? Here's the record of Kane in Inferno matches. He is 1-4. 1-4.
Hold up, there's been 4 Inferno matches?
5 matches.
Oh,
5.
shit.
2 with The Undertaker. 1 on SmackDown with Triple H, which Kane lost. The 4th one, the one that he actually won against MVP. Oh my God, that was... Oh. I felt so bad for MVP. And the 5th and final one was with Bray Wyatt. And he lost that too. I'm like, dude, you're 1-4 in these matches. How? That's unforgivable.
I don't know.
Like, how can you lose like four?
I don't know. You
four
right,
Inferno
Iverson
matches.
Vlogs. You right, Iverson Vlogs. I don't know where the Inferno matches went.
Dude, they're never gonna bring back the. Well, they can bring back the Inferno matches, but here's the thing: they're not gonna have. Remember, it's a PG public traded company. They're not going to have somebody lit on fire. The only way that would be like pinfall or some shit. The only way you can do an Inferno match, it has to be cinematic. You cannot literally have a live audience where someone is watching someone being burned alive. Actually, that is the most sickening thing to think about it. So no Mick Foley for last match. No. Mick can barely take bumps. Undertaker pay-per-view needs to be in Halloween. To be honest, I would really love if WWE brought back Halloween Havoc. I mean, it's something. All right, we talked about dream matches. Dream matches. Well, not that much. I said Undertaker and Eddie. How about Undertaker versus Benoit at Mania? Raw anniversary of Undertaker Malc, where everything is black and purple, and then at least we get a thank you.
I like
Undertaker
that.
Thank Ric Flair. Yes.
We need a Undertaker Monday Night Raw or Undertaker SmackDown because he made all of his moments on both of those brands. And he made both of those brands better. Either one that he was on. So you're going to have 2 nights. It got to be Undertaker Day in the same week. It got to be Monday Night Raw and it got to be SmackDown all in the same week. You could honor him at NXT, but I wouldn't want it at NXT. It got to be SmackDown and Raw.
Thank you for the idea, but I will be doing that for tonight's stream. No problem. Yeah, American Bash is back. The Great American Bash is back.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing: it's not a Raw or a SmackDown pay-per-view. That's the funny thing.
Is it NXT? Is it NXT one?
Yeah, so NXT is having a 2-night, just the way how Fyter Fest is.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be interesting. Cody was pissed because he was trying to fight for the right to get the Great American Bash back. So he can't. So the Great American Bash is back. Didn't Taker tombstone Paul Heyman? Oh my God! Yes, I remember that when Paul Heyman said this. I am going to enjoy watching you guys get traded or drafted to Raw, and there's not a damn person living or dead to do anything about it. Bing! And then Paul Heyman gets tombstone for his trouble. I love how Eddie was like, Eddie can literally sold the Undertaker when he comes out. He'd just be like this. He don't even say nothing. He just be like this. Just pointing the finger. It's like Bam from Boo and Madea Halloween. He's like, Bam, shut the hell up. That part had me rolling in that movie. Like,
I can't.
Gosh dang it. Screw William Regal. Whoa. William Regal's amazing.
Why screw William Regal? I'm like, William
Regal is amazing. I'm sorry. He's a man. Just a man. Oh.
I think
God,
Regal didn't have no encounters with Taker.
I mean, he did get tombstoned by Taker, and probably the most.
Technically, yeah.
It works. Oh, remember when Undertaker and Kane went to his office and they put it on fire? Like, Kane, do you want to show Mr. Regal what happens when you get upset? And then like they torched his whole entire office in flames. I was like, dude, can we get it for Raw or SmackDown? It's probably gonna be for both. Yes, it's not gonna be a pay-per-view. It's gonna be shown on national TV, the Great American Bash, for both of those nights. So they're trying to do is compete with Fyter Fest. Darion Keith Lee versus Adam Cole for the NXT title.
Yeah, I know about that already. I can't wait to see it. I hope that match lives up to the hype.
I have a feeling it's going to be a bunch of bullcrap. I have a feeling that is going to be a no finish, and then the show's going to end off with Adam Cole and Karrion Kross ending the show. I literally
if that
see
happens,
that
I'm gonna be
happening.
pissed.
I can literally see it.
I'm gonna rip a new hole in NXT.
Like it's a way to keep Keith Lee North American title because I think they're gonna take it off of him and put it on Finn, and then it also saves Adam Cole, even though Adam Cole doesn't need any saving. It just, to be honest, you can't have Keith Lee lose because no, I mean Keith Lee holding both belts would be amazing.
Yeah, but they're not going to do it. Triple H ain't going to let that happen.
Adam Cole will win the match. If Adam Cole wins, Jesus Christ, if Adam Cole wins, I'll be like, well, damn.
If Adam Cole wins, I'm done with NXT because now they start to be stagnant like the main roster.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway, remember Taker returned to Survivor Series and beat up Randy and all the other people when he broke out the casket? Yes. I love Taz's commentary there. He says, what the hell is going on? He's like, oh my God. I love when Taker was in the ring and Taz just literally said this. Oh my God. And like, there goes one of the dicks. Oh, the best person that literally had me rolling was Brian Kendrick. He's literally pushing someone out the ring. I think it was Paul London. But then Brian Kendrick gets caught and he gets chokeslammed for his trouble. I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, at least you were there, kid. But my whole thing is this. If Undertaker is literally coming after you, there is 4 sides of the ring. Why would you go to one specific spot like, move? I'm like, man, screw that. I would do a suicide dive off that ring. Or better yet, I would be like the kid from Sandlot. Like, ah! Nah, Benny the Jet Rodriguez, when he did a freaking swanton bomb after getting out of the yard.
I want to understand, what was the point of the backflip? What was the point of that flip?
What, like him going like, ah?
Yeah, like what was the point of all that?
I mean,
jump
I don't know.
Your ass down.
Even though, but let's talk about this right quick. Those PGF flyers, though.
Oh, the PF flyers? Them girls was fly. I'm sorry.
Those were fly. Those were fly.
I will buy me some if they still had PF flyers right now.
They
my
still
ass,
do.
Listen, I will buy them.
They do, bro. They do. I think West Bay and some other companies still have PF flyers.
Yeah, I need some PF flyers.
Those PF flyers, man. Jenny the Jet Rodriguez, when he literally flipped. That was the most funniest part. Like, he got the damn ball. Why would you flip? And then he had the best reaction ever, too. Oh, shit.
Do you remember, I don't know if you got this, MalcGoolie, but do you remember the first Undertaker documentary?
Oh, my God. I want to say it was around 2003 they tried to do something with it, if I remember correctly.
Let me see if I can pull it up for you.
Because he was still in his biker gimmick when he was talking about it. And
his first ever documentary DVD.
I remember when they did not a documentary. It was mostly like all of his greatest matches, like all of his greatest matches from like when he debuted it all the way to when he came back as the Dead Man when he took on Kane. Now that was a good DVD. And also, we didn't even talk about when he beat Hulk Hogan for the WWF Championship, thanks to the help of Ric Flair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a few. Actually, it's a few of them. WWE Tombstone, the history of the Undertaker.
Yep, that's the one. Tombstone. That's the with all his greatest matches.
Then he had WWF. This Is My Yard. No. I'm wrong. He had WWE, the Attitude Era, the Phenom, and then it was WWE Undertaker, This Is My Yard, and then he had Undertaker, the Streak documentary. So it's 4 DVDs that he had.
The Streak.
But the Tombstone one was the greatest one. I will still watch that one to this day.
The Tombstone is like all of his greatest matches from like.
They had that on WWE Network right now.
Oh,
like in a 7 hours. It was 7 hours of it.
It is a 7-hour DVD to watch. It really is. I need to get that.
Yeah, but on the WWE Network is 7 hours as well.
I will never forget when Taker cried during Ric Flair's retirement ceremony when he lost to Michaels. I remember when he did this, like literally, to Rick. The Little Rascals was a funny movie. It was. Anyway, The Goonies, hands down, is the best movie as a kid. I disagree.
Over The Sandlot?
Over The Sandlot? No. The Sandlot is the greatest movie.
Look.
Sandlot is better than The Goonies. I'm not the... Oh my God. Happy birthday, Michael Jackson. Anyway, Elijah, that was a good movie. TV show. The TV show that started in the 1920s and that ended in the 60s or the 70s. I don't know, but the movie came out in the 90s. It's sad to see The Undertaker announcing his retirement on the last... Oh, you're talking about The Little Rascals. Yeah, The Little Rascals started in the 1920s or the 1930s, I believe. I think the Stooges started in the 1930s. Yeah, the Stooges started in the 1930s. I should know. I have every single Three Stooges short ever made. You can't tell me I'm not a. You can't tell me I'm not a. You can't tell me that I'm not a Three Stooges fan. I love the Stooges. Anyway, favorite movie is Coach Carter. To be honest, we're gonna do this on probably on D's and probably like in 2 weeks when I am literally like 100%. We need to talk about sports movies. That will literally be the be all and end all.
Right.
But we are almost at that time, ladies and gentlemen. Like Undertaker Day. You guys are absolutely the greatest bunch of fans. We got one dislike from a hater, but it's all good though.
We always want to have that hateration in this dancer.
We got you open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolated, violated, so just dance for me.
Please don't be no hater.
Yeah, I gotta be just some time for another. Sorry, if you guys don't know that, you guys should know who Mary J. Blige. Hit that music. Okay, Darion, your 76ers are leaving on July 8th, I believe, for Orlando. I know he's gonna be doing a lot of Sixers games. Undertaker needs to be managed now that he's retired. No, just let Taker be like I was. Let Taker literally be. Like, literally by him. Like, just let him enjoy his retirement. The man has kids. And I'm sorry. I mean, and he has a wife. I'm sorry. There's nothing else for Taker to really do. The Sandlot is better. I give you that. Yeah, Sandlot is better than the Goonies. I'm sorry. I prefer, in my opinion, was it Squids kissing Wendy Peppercorn over the Truffle Shuffle. He kissed a woman, and he kissed her long, hard, and good. He was lucky she didn't beat the crap out of him. We were banned from the pool forever that day, but every time we wiped by, the lifeguard always stood on her tower and always smiled at Squints and smiled. I'm like, see? And hell, he had, 9 kids with the chick. 9! Squints was the MVP. He dated a person 6 years older than him and got 9 kids out the deal. Goal, folks! Anyway, Stand By Me is my favorite. Stand By Me was okay. Stand By Me was good. Guys, I remember when you don't have a mask, use your sock. Dang. Malcolm, remember that play on Friday After Next? Oh, God, yes. Pray for Renee Young. Yes, my hearts go out to Renee Young. My hearts go out to Kayla Braxton. My heart goes out to John Moxley. I don't know if Dee knows, but yes, they have been tested. Yeah. Well, not John Moxley, but Renee Young and Kayla Braxton. And I did not know Kayla had the virus twice. So, Jesus.
She must not be doing something right for her to get the virus twice. Are you washing your hands? Are you taking a shower? Like, there's no way you get the coronavirus.
Have you followed that girl on Instagram? Have you followed do you know how beautiful that woman is? I'm pretty sure. It's either probably the company that she keeps. I don't know. Mary J. I'm going, I know someone was gonna bring up that song. I'm going down.
I'm going down.
There won't be another Mary in this generation. Hell no, there won't be.
My whole world's upside down.
Here y'all go. Y'all started D.
But I gotta get going, guys, because I gotta go on the app and do. I have a PK on the Bigo app. If you don't know anything about the Bigo app, it's called Bigo Live. Bigo Live is a platform where we do some other podcasts and stuff on there. So if you just download Bigo Live, it should be like a blue and turquoise type of logo. We do some podcasts on there. We talk a little bit on there as well. I do have a competition at 10 o'clock. So if y'all do want to download Bigo Live and you want to follow me on Bigo Live, just hit me up on Instagram at the Spotlight Sports Talk. Spotlight Sports Network, I'm sorry. Spotlight Sports Network, or hit me up on Twitter or whatever at the SL Sports Network. We'll get you acquainted. But Ghoulie, I need that theme at the end of this show.
Yep. It's about that time tomorrow.
We can't do an Undertaker theme. It sucks, man.
We can't do it, but I will say this. We will have this moment. Here's the final toast. Undertaker, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. I wish you nothing but the best. You have kids. You have a wife. And you know what? Thank you for an amazing career. I wish I had a shot glass for this. So now I'm going to cry and listen to the last chance by Kanye West. Cheers to the Undertaker. Guys, cheers in the chat. Cheers to you, Undertaker.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
You will never rest in peace.
And with that being said, Cedric the Entertainer, you got the pipes, brother. The floor is yours.
The time has come for me to go. I've had so much fun entertaining y'all. Till the next time or maybe the next show, I'll see you when I see you.
All right, guys. Cheers for the Undertaker. And also for the last thing I want y'all to do is hit rest in peace in the comments. And even after this video is uploaded fully, I want y'all in the comments spam thank you, Taker, rest in peace, or whatever. Spam all of those in the comments. Cheers, whatever. Hall of Fame bound. Thank you, Undertaker. We love you. We will miss you.
You'll never rest in peace.
Never rest in peace. And with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown. I still don't know what I'm going to do Saturday, but I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But until then, we love each and every one of you. Spam on this video when it's uploaded. Please spam. It really helps us out. And also share this video as well. Thank you guys so much. Peace.